KevG weather overview, and we're in early fall, and it is coinciding with the actual time of year this time around for the first time in a very long time. And I think more of the same is in the offing. Now, for the first 3 days of the week, we're going to be battling rain chances for New York City and points south. North of that, not so much. But the idea is that high pressure and stubborn low pressure offshore are basically going to battle each other. And this is a classic setup this time of year, really, if you think about it, with stubborn low pressure just hanging around the northeast part of the United States or off the mid-Atlantic coast, and high pressure trying to push down. And whenever you get that situation, you're going to get a tight pressure gradient. So that means that high pressure and the nearby low pressure are causing winds to develop, and that's why we've had such gusty northeasterly winds the last day or so. And this is going to continue, I think, through the next 72 hours. And then by Wednesday, it looks like we're gradually going to get better. I think we'll finish the week on a high note. So when you look at the 500 millibar pattern, you see that the pattern is self-evident, with low pressure just kind of hanging out over the mid-Atlantic states, high pressure trying to push down. Areas to the south of New York City will see lots more rain than areas to the north, and in between, that's where the New York City area is. So Long Island and the city, and even coastal Connecticut, yeah, we'll see some rain chances, but it'll probably add up to about an inch over the next 3 days or so. So definitely not the most pleasant weather to start October, but it'll gradually get better as we move along. Now, once we get out to Thursday into Friday, we'll see some gradual improvement and we'll see more sunshine than clouds, and I think the temperatures will start to rebound. But this is very interesting for this coming weekend. This Columbus Day weekend could be one of the colder Columbus Day weekends we've had in quite a while. And you can see this big trough develops by Sunday into Monday, and that could spell the first frost and freeze of the season. I think definitely areas north of I-84 are in line for a freeze. We'll see how it is towards the coast. It's tough to get a true freeze around here, but definitely some frost potential by the time we get into Columbus Day weekend. This is out to Tuesday the 11th, and you can see that the trough is only slowly moving out. And then by Wednesday the 12th into the 13th, we start to improve the weather conditions and we start to build our temperatures a little bit. But I think in the long range, the GFS is onto the idea that we'll have more troughing by the time we get around the middle of the month. And that's kind of backed up by the Climate Prediction Center, which I'll show you in a second. Now, for the next few days, it's what you see is what you get, especially New York City south. Better as you go north into New England. Yeah, there'll be some clouds in New England, but not as much in the way of rain. The Jersey Shore could really see a lot in the way of rain over the next few days, especially from Belmar right along the coast as you hug the coast. Now, this is Monday afternoon. The rain sort of lets up. I think it's generally off and on for the city, Long Island. But then further south, it's more of a steady rain for the next 24 hours, that is. And then Monday afternoon, this high pushes down, but then low pressure starts to reassert itself in a way. And by Tuesday, more rain builds in, and you can see how Long Island and New York City are on the fringes. Down in Delaware, New Jersey, and eastern PA and Maryland, they're getting a soaking rain by Tuesday afternoon. It's this battle between this high pressure and this low pressure in a classic fall way. Then by Wednesday, we'll probably see more in the way of sunshine. You can see that low pressure moves off. It's a little bit further east of Atlantic City now, and I think our temperatures will probably respond to that. And then we'll have a series of weak fronts for the weekend. Won't bring much in the way of rain, but what we will see late in the period is a more important front by the time we get into Sunday into early Monday, and that could spell frost and freeze problems for the area. That is, if you are a planter. So look at this precipitation graphic off of WPC, the Weather Prediction Center. You can see the area in red is almost double the rain for the next 7 days. Meanwhile, New York City, Long Island, on the northern fringes. And if this were winter, I would probably be crying, because this would mean that New York City wouldn't get any snow, and that's a whole nother story. Below normal temperatures are probably in the offing. So says Climate Prediction Center. That's valid October 9th through the 15th. So that's sort of in line with what the GFS is trying to do in the long range. Now, temperatures around 60 today. What you see is what you get. Not much better for tomorrow. Temperature's going to go nowhere with this clouds and northeasterly wind just kind of raw, pushing in with that high pressure and low pressure sort of fighting each other. Tuesday, not much better. Wednesday now, I think we could see some improvement with late afternoon sun, maybe rocket our temperatures up to around 70. And Thursday looks nice. That could be the gem of the week with highs around 74. And then Friday, a bit cooler, but not too shabby at all, with highs around 70.